Mula sa kabisera ng Inglaterra, sa puso ng Britanya, London, UK. London, UK. Ito ang Channel Philippines Network, Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK. Sumasahing papawid, 24 oras. 24 oras. Buong linggo. Sa www.pinoyradiouk.com. Ang mga pinakapaborito mga awitin, mga pinakaabangang programa, at mga sariwang balita at impormasyon mula at para sa mga kababayang Pilipino sa UK at sa buong mundo. Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK.
Okay, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday ho sa inyong lahat. Magandang gabi ho sa inyong lahat sa ating mga kababayan sa apat na sulok ho ng United Kingdom. Good evening, good evening, good evening ho. Siyempre, dito ho sa programa natin meron din ho nakikinood din na ating mga kababayan sa iba't ibang bahagi ho ng mundo, no? So sa Europa, dahil more or less 1, 2 hours or 3 hours ang pagitan natin, magandang gabi, no? Happy Thursday din ho sa inyo. At siyempre sa ating mga kababayan na nasa Amerika, magandang hapon, no? Magandang umaga. Hindi, hapon pa siguro. 8-hour time. Umaga or late morning o magandang hapon no, sa inyo dyan, no? North America, no? Canada and the United States of America. No? Magandang hapon, magandang umaga. At siyempre sa ating mga kababayan sa Pilipinas, good evening. No? Middle East, saan mang bahagi ho ng mundo kayo na kababayan naming Pinoy na nanonood sa atin. No? Pero syempre kami ho ay nagbo-broadcast and we're coming to you live mula ho sa UK, no? Sa London. Dito ho ang ating studios. At ang pinag-uusapan natin immigration corner ho. Ito yung mga bagay-bagay tungkol sa immigration dito ho sa United Kingdom. Okay, well, iwa-welcome ko. Syempre, welcome natin yung pinaka-ating eksperto. No? Siya ho ang may kaalaman, kumbaga, star of the show. We could say, dahil in terms of immigration, hindi naman ho tayo ganong kadalabuhasa. And so, the reason why we're having her on the show, siyempre dahil yan ang kanyang field of expertise. Mga kaibigan, ang palagian natin, excited tayong nakakasama every Thursday, ang managing partner po ng Douglas Simon Solicitors. Walang iba kundi si Attorney LIRA SIMON-CABATBAT. Attorney, happy Thursday.
Sonny, happy Thursday and happy Thursday to all, no? Nice to see you. Umulan, finally, no? I hope everyone is enjoying the slight change in weather. Umulan ngayon, no? Kahapon, ang lakas ng ulan, no? Is it today?
Kahapon.
No, kahapon.
And the other day yata, I think, kahapon umulan. Was it kahapon yata? Basta there was this rain na napakalaki ng rain. Walang masyadong wind. Pero bagsak lang ang ulan. Pero malalaki ang patak niya. Oh, yeah. I was happy looking at the yung mga blackberries. Meron kasing blackberries sa malapit sa akin, di ba? Remember you were telling me about a blackberry sa fence ba o sa gate sa malapit sa iyo? Tama ba?
That's right, yeah. Cambrian Gate. Oh, yeah, malapit doon sa in Richmond
Cambrian
Park.
Gate. Really? Huh? Okay. Can anybody go there and pick? Pwede kaya?
Yeah, no, anyone, really.
Okay. Hindi kasi healthy yan. Healthy, anything that is undergoing yung hindi talaga, ano ba tawag dito, yung farm na talagang, kamukha nang nabibili natin sa mga grocery supermarkets, talagang farmed yan, no? Yung talagang natural, those are very healthy because they have gone through the elements, gone through yung ganyan, no? So, yeah. Well, it's nice to see you. I missed you every week. Alam mo naman na it's parang, makikita na natin si attorney, di ba? So it's like a being glad, no, na oy, andiyan na naman si attorney. So kumusta? How was your so umulan-ulan? How was your weekend naman? How was your week? Kasi pagka nag-uusap
Oh,
tayo, headed towards the weekend na yun, di ba?
yeah, I can't really. I think I went to work actually. I think I went to work on Saturday tsaka Sunday. Busy nga kami.
Okay.
But I tell you, nung umulan, no, nung malakas yung ulan, I was actually thinking of you. Actually, I was thinking of the Philippines, no. Dahil ewan ko kung ginawa mo to, but nung bata pa ako, no, pagka umuulan, no, I pretend you see in films yung mga shower, no? And
Okay.
I'd not experienced showers, no? Pagka umuulan, labas ka, no? And then all the children go and play outside nga, and dahil sa atin, di ba, laki-laki ng mga patak, di ba? So it was really reminiscent of the Philippines. So I thought I was feeling a bit, I don't know. No, it was nice to remember, no, the days nga noon
Going back
with
in time.
carefree. Yeah, no, yun na nga. So
Na,
yeah, no, I remember going
okay.
outside pagka umuulan.
We had a neighbor in our neighborhood. They were so super rich, no, because they had a playground inside sa bahay nila. They had a lot of trees, no, malaki
Wow.
ang space nila. And so we, just children, we would go inside their compound. And yung compound nila, parang may sloping down yung kanilang garahe. So, simento.
Oh.
Pag umuulan yon, ginagawa naman padulasan yun. So we would slide down pagka umuulan. Oh, nakakatuwa. In your kids,
Yeah.
mga 5, 6, 7. Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, tama ka. You were also bringing me back in time. When I was very young, yun nga, naglalaro sa tubig. We enjoyed it, di ba? Uh,
Yeah.
Tatampisaw ka, no? Talagang carefree na, ano, no? Ang sarap isipin talaga. And so when I saw these kids doing the same thing, it transports me back in time. So, memories talaga, no? Yan, wala, dito kasi sa UK at saka sa Europe, di ba, may mga surfing boards, may mga, ganun, mga padulas, di ba, pagka snow, ikaw ba sa Richmond, attorney? I haven't been to Richmond on a wintry, yung snowy day. Normally, dun sa place ko lang eh. Pwede ka humiga sa snow. Anong year ba yung makapalang snow? Kasi it's been a long time, no?
Oh,
Dito sa London, sa UK, wala tayong snow eh. When was the
I
last time you
probably
remember?
4 years ago. 4 years kaya? No,
Oh,
4 years
really?
there was snow.
Was it
Actually,
4 years ago?
yeah, there was snow
Really?
yeah, as long as that. There was snow in Richmond Park. I remember going, and no, it was lovely.
Oh,
Even
kasi
then I had the
ginagawa,
dog.
pwede mag-sled, di ba? Yung mga bata, yung meron mga parang ano, di ba, mga nag-sled na pababa. May portion din
Oh
sa
yeah.
Richmond Park. I don't know if you remember. I was there the other day. Do you know yung pond? There's a pond there. There's a pond inside, di ba? There's a pond. Pero doon sa pond na yun, there's also a place where you can park. Nag-park kami, I don't know, ang pangalan, hindi ko kasi kabisado. But andyan lang, malapit lang sa atin ang Richmond Park eh. Konti lang, you can walk it eh, ilang minuto lang, nasa Richmond
Mm,
Park ka. Ano ko eh, Roehampton Gate ba kami? Is it the gate? Roehampton Gate, tama ba yan? I don't know if it's
yeah.
basta Roehampton side, yung gate, no? Yan ang malapit sa akin. Um, mataas yung part na yun eh, alam ko eh.
Mm,
So, pwede mag-sled, no? Was it 3, 4 years ago? Kasi parang,
I think
parang
so.
namimiss
Yeah.
ko na snow eh. Oh, namimiss ko na snow. It's been a long time. Parang hindi naman, di ba,
Mm,
every December, hindi naman, minsan mag-snow ng konti, biglang matutunaw. You would wish na
mm,
sana
mm,
kumabal para at least ma-experience mo yung snow. Kaya lang mamaya, putik na. Di ba, ano ba tayo sa, sleet ba yan pagka, di ba, yung
sleep.
babagsak siya,
Yeah.
sleet, pagka mamaya,
Yeah.
marumi na, very dark, maputik, ano na, di ba, parang, kadiri na dahil hindi na yung puti na gusto mo eh. But do you miss snow? Or you hate it sometimes? Pagka sobra naman. Paano ba? Or we never ever had snow na makapal dito, no? Paano ba sa London? Ikaw?
Hindi gaano makapal, but dito, no. But no, I like snow. I enjoy it because I lived in Canada, no, for a few years nga, no. So in
Oo.
Toronto. So so doon ay ang kapal talaga ng snow.
Mas
I mean
makapal.
Uh,
Oo.
oh yeah, no, that's really snow, no. As in, will you can't actually it's difficult to move through. Sometimes ang kapal-kapal nga, no. And they had severe winters, no, talagang malamig na malamig. So it's no, no, but I've always liked snow. And dito, it's a bit of a treat, no, pagka merong snow, because you don't see it often nga. So yung sabi mo nga, you get excited, nakikita mo, no, bumabagsak nga, and then it's a bit disappointing pagka lumabas ka, wala na.
Wala na. Tunaw na, di
Wala na.
ba?
Anong nangyari?
Wala na.
Ano na nga?
Oo nga, nasa na. You were praying na, sana kumapal ng konti para makakita ka ng white day. I don't want to say white Christmas because sometimes, tapos na Christmas, mga January and February when you feel the brunt of, di ba, yung ano. Pero tama
Mm-mm.
ka, sa Amerika, mas napipil ko eh. Like for example, when I was in Indiana, coming from Washington, D.C., going to Indiana, November pa lang nag-snow. So maaga, di ba?
Mm.
Compared sa, sometimes we associate snow, Christmas time, December, and then January, and even February, matindi pa ang
Mm.
snow natin, di ba? So, yeah. Ano gusto mo? Are you wishing that this Christmas may snow tayo or this winter time?
I hope so, no? Dahil nga it's been okay. It's only 2 weeks naman, no? It's been quite a hot summer, at least in the last 2 weeks nga. So it'd also be nice to have to have snow. It's actually I enjoy also, that the change of seasons, no, that it's clear.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
one thing in Canada nga, that was quite nice. No, you know definitely it's summertime. You know definitely when it's spring, and definitely when it's autumn, and definitely when it's winter, because they're quite the seasons are quite different nga, no. Dito it's not so much. Saying that, no, the summer has been quite hot. So maybe we get a ang tawag nila proper winter, no? That would be nice.
Akala ko, attorney, you're having second thoughts. Teka muna, shall I say yes to Sunny? Pero it's dreadful din pagka grabe yung winter, di ba? Di ba? Oh, lamig-lamig din. Tapos, may mga disadvantages din pagka malakas ang di ba? Snow, di ba? So, pero mga travel disruptions and everything, di ba? People cannot get to their appointments because may snow, may ganyan, no? But yeah, I nearly, my first time, I think I was driving. At dito hindi naman kasi pag kumapal ang snow, at dito naman hindi sanay yung mga tayo na hindi kamukha sa sa Amerika at saka sa Canada na talagang they're prepared
Mm,
for snow, di ba? Dahil mas grabe sa kanila.
true.
And there was I forgot the year. I think it was 2013 yata, if I'm not mistaken. When I was driving, sa kanila yung mga wheels nila, merong tire nila, merong snow, ano yata, di ba? May mga nakakabit, pwedeng no? I was driving and my vehicle, I was stepping on the brake pero hindi ako nagbe-brake dahil I was
Mm,
skidding on ice. So ako, Diyos ko,
ski.
muntik na akong bumangga sa isang bus. Yung red bus na, no? Nako, talaga sabi ko, natakot ako. Wala kang control, attorney. Parang
Mhm.
nag-skating lang yung sasakyan mo, hindi walang control eh. Talagang baka bumangga. It's a good thing na lang. Medyo nakakita ako in anticipation ng bus, no? So yeah. Snow is winter
Dangerous.
is good and nice dahil wala sa Pilipinas yan. You were growing up, uy, walang, di ba, snow? Parang bulak yan, di ba?
Yun na
Sa
nga.
ganda-ganda na,
Yun na
di
nga.
ba? Minsan nakapajama ka eh. Uy, nag-snow sa labas. Lalabas ka, maski gabi, nakapajama lang kayo, di ba? So it's
Yun na nga.
wonderful.
No.
Okay, teka muna. Let's have some, yung mga greetings natin, no? Let's acknowledge the first
Yeah.
people who greeted us, no? Okay, the direct bumper. Ayan. O,
Okay.
ito na. Hula-hula tayo. O, sige. Sino una? Guess,
Hula,
guess.
hula,
Guess who's
kaya.
the first one?
I think Miss Paner.
Miss
Last
Paner.
week's
Okay, Miss
Miss
Paner.
Paner. Yeah.
Sige. Direct Miss Paner nga. Tingnan nga
Tingnan
natin yan.
natin.
Si Miss Paner.
Ano ba?
Tingnan natin. Let's see.
Ah! Tama mo!
Ooh! Wow! Alam mo,
Mr.
si Marian Galicia
Paner.
Paler, I think we should either kiss her or send her something. Galing talaga, di ba? Galing mo talaga. Oh, laging one of those
Yes.
top contenders, no? So you got it right.
Uh,
Sige, pakibasa, attorney.
yeah. No, thank you, Miss Paner. Hello po, Kuya Sonny and Attorney Lira. At sa lahat, happy Thursday po and stay safe always. God bless us. Yeah, God bless, Miss Paner. Thank you. Got it right. 1 for 1, huh?
Wow, yeah. Okay. Oy, well, I'm sure, Marian, no, sinishare mi show natin, guys, no, share nyo so that people would know. And
Yeah.
let's have fun with the learning today. Kasi nga, sabi nga ni Edgardo Cagastian, it's thirst, no? Thirst for knowledge, Thursday. Yan ang kanyang, di ba? Kino niya, attorney. Okay, second, you got it first, so that's a good feeling, di ba? Parang may a feeling of, wow,
Yeah.
at least, di ba? Oh, let's see if the
Okay.
momentum
Okay.
continues.
Tingnan natin. Okay.
Sige, tingnan.
I'll stick
Sino?
now. I'll stick with with the ladies. I think si Ma'am Cora.
Ladies, Ma'am Cora. Oh, Ma'am Cora who's leaving for the Philippines. Okay, sige. Ma'am Cora?
Oh,
Oh,
Oliver! Oh, sorry,
Oliver! Uy!
Oliver. Yeah.
Wow, nasa
Hello.
Pilipinas siya.
I love this man. Kung nasan man siya,
Yeah,
nanonood,
yes.
binabati tayo, no? So,
Wherever,
tingnan mo.
be it Nevada,
Yeah, everywhere.
Nevada, Las Vegas, kung saan siya. Wherever he
Yeah,
is.
and today, tingnan mo, checking onto the register from the surfing town of Baler in the province of Aurora, Philippines. It's early in the
Wow.
morning and internet is not so good.
Oo.
Hello, Attorney Lira, Kuya Son in direct how surfs up. Oliver, are you having a
Galing,
wonderful
galing.
time? Yeah.
Wow.
Send some photos actually. No, I
Yes.
hope you're having a good time.
That's something I'd like
Wow.
to learn surfing, but siguro not now, probably a couple of years from now. What I'm trying to learn, hopefully, attorney, is kite surfing and
Mhm.
windsurfing. Oh, I don't know what
Wow.
surfing is sinasabi niya, no? Pero, yeah, surfing. Oh, have you ever done surfing?
I,
Have you ever done
I
it,
can,
attorney?
well, no, saying that one a long time ago in Cornwall, no, I had to go.
Oh,
I'm so
Cornwall.
bad at it. Yeah, it's Cornwall. Yeah,
Wow.
a long time ago
Oh,
now, I had to go, but no, I'm just no, I'm terrified of it. I know surfing, bungee jumping. Those are activities I cannot see myself doing for well, doing really, with any great frequency. No, actually, I would never bungee. Have you bungee jumped? I've never bungee jumped. It terrifies me.
di pa. Pero I would now I don't know, attorney. Now at this stage of my life, I'm trying to more or less try to experience all of those things. If I can do ano ba tawag dito? When you jump off the plane for parachute something, di ba? I would.
Skydiving.
Yeah. Skydiving. That's the word. That's the word. Correct. So anything, yeah. Oh, ganun. Yes, hopefully I'll try. I'd like to learn how to ski. It might not be this year. It probably within the next couple of years. Some, yeah, I'll see. Ganon, di ba? I'll see kung gano. Pero Cornwall, like you mentioned, we were there during my birthday, mid of July, and we had to go around Cornwall of St. Ives, Truro,
Oh, nice.
Land's End, yeah, Falmouth, ano pa ba yung mga, yeah, we were there, and I've never been there, and last July was the first time that I was all over the place, no, and I really had a grand time. So yeah, surfing, oh, why not? No, kung ano, even to, but you know what? I don't know how to swim, but I'm gonna learn how to swim first before I go on with those sports, no. So ayan. Okay, ikaw,
Do
marunong ka
do
ba lumangoy?
do.
Do you know how to swim?
No. I can paddle. Yun lang.
Pareho pala tayo.
And that's why.
All
Yeah,
right.
no. That's why I think yung surfing. I I think if we can swim quite well, no, it's probably less terrifying to do things nga like surfing. Oh, Oliver, do not bungee jump, okay? We want you back
Ah,
in one piece.
okay.
Don't do bungee jumping.
Wow,
Uso ate din sa
oh.
atin yun eh, bungee jumping. Don't do it.
I think sa Amerika, may nakikita tayong mga nagbabungee jump, di ba? Yung mga some photos or videos. Teka muna. So you and me and Attorney Dana are not swimmers. We cannot even swim. Oh. Oh, and that includes
Terrible.
our
It's
director.
so
I think our director also doesn't know how to swim, so we're in the same company, no? No,
bad.
anyway,
Yeah.
oh,
Yun na nga.
we have kaya tayong apat ni Attorney Dana, ikaw at saka si Direk. Pag nagsama tayo, siguro paano yan? Kailangan marami tayong salbabida, no? Marami tayong, di ba? So we can,
Yun na nga.
di ba, may hawak tayo salbabida. Dahil baka ano, tapos we'll just hope and pray, makakita na lang sa atin, no? So, ayan. Okay. Sino
Yun na nga.
susunod? So, Oliver, enjoy. Oliver, ingat lang, no? I would like it to be in one piece, sabi nga ni attorney. Pero yeah, enjoy, no? Basta be
Yun na
safe.
nga.
Try to be safe. Alamin mo lang. And I'm sure, yung mga nandiyan dyan, kung saan man kayo, wherever you are, doing your thing, surfing, whatever, eh, meron namang mga personnel tasked to ensure your safety, you know, as guests, as tourists. Okay.
Yeah.
Sige, sino susunod? So you got the first one right. Second was Ma'am Cora Carzola, but it turned out to be Oliver. Sino pangatlo?
Oh, okay. I'll go with the chaps. It's Edgar, Mr.
Edgar.
Our talented
Si
Mr.
Edgar
Duway.
Duway.
Kaya,
Let's see. Edgar is on. Sige, tingnan natin.
oh,
Oh!
Cora! Oh, must
Na-miss
have
mo siya ng
stuck
isa
with
lang.
you.
Pero at
Sorry,
least,
Ma'am Cora.
oh, naisip pa si Ma'am Cora.
Yeah, yun na nga.
Ayan, oh.
Yeah, hello Sir Sonny, Attorney Lira, at lahat. Maligayang gabi. Maligayang gabi po, Ma'am Cora. Nasaan ka ngayon? Are you still... Siya ang
Oh,
sipag niya, Ma'am Cora. She's just astonishingly hardworking.
yes, oh, well, to think of ano, no, ano yan, from my school, no, from our school sa Notre Dame siya, she was a faculty, a teacher in the grade school, no. But he's still, just to confirm, no, guys, kasi nalilito tayo. Asan ba si Ma'am Cora? Akala ko kasi because some months ago she said she's gonna be in August in the Philippines, no. Nandito pa pala.
Oh,
Kausap ko lang kaninang
ah,
hapon. Kausap ko. So,
ah,
doon sa kanya sa mga fans na attorney ni Ma'am Cora, nandito pa ho siya. So, yeah. Nandito pa siya. So, yeah. We love all of these people. We love Ma'am Cora. We love everybody. We love
okay.
Oliver. We love si Marian Galicia Paner. All of our viewers and friends, no? So, kaibigan natin yan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Sige,
so,
sino next? Uy!
the lovely Anna Lu. And really lovely. Tingnan mo, it's a new photo. I've not seen her, this new photo. Ang ganda niya. Look, I mean, she's gorgeous, no?
She's really
So,
beautiful, yeah. Maganda si Analu.
yeah, she
Mm.
yeah, no, she really is. And she's such a nice person also.
Oh, she is.
Amazing evening, Attorney Lira. Yeah, Kuya Sony, Direct Pow, and to all viewers, keep safe, everyone, and God bless. God bless, Analu. Hope
God bless din
you're
sa'yo.
keeping well, not working too hard.
Oo, oo. At meron pa siya mga quotes, no? Nakakatuwa naman si Analu. So, you take care, ha? Ingat. Si Ma'am Emmeline. Si Lady. Nasa na ba? Ito ang gusto ko malaman. Nasa na kaya to? Nasa UK na ba to? O nasa Pilipinas pa rin? Nasa
Yun
Laguna
na
pa rin?
nga, Mr. Fel,
Okay.
nasan ka ngayon? Yeah, she's doing the cap, so she must be feeling good. Huh? Hello, good evening,
Yes.
Sonny and Attorney Lira, and Direct Pow, and everyone. Happy Thursday to you all. Happy Thursday, Madam. Where are you? And how are you? Oh, it's also no new
Baka
photo,
mag-aabot sila
no?
ni ano? Nung kanyang si Kabagis, yung kanyang best friend, si Ma'am Cora Carzola. They might mag-aabot kaya kasi I think towards the end of the month, uwi si Ma'am Cora, no? So, mag-aabot kaya sila.
Oh,
Hindi natin alam eh. Kung maganda sila, magkita sila magkumari doon, magkaibigan, di ba?
that would be
It's
so
nice, di
nice,
ba?
ano?
Oo.
Nakita sila sa Pilipinas.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice, di ba, yung mga friends, kailan ka uwi? Parang gano'n, wow, ganito. Sige, sana magkita tayo nun. And it's fun, di ba? Dahil magkasama kayo sa London o sa UK, and then nagsama kayo sa Pilipinas. It's nice, di ba? Parang ibang setting, no? So, yeah, it's looking forward.
So weird.
When was the last time you went back home, attorney?
Oh, matagal na po. At probably 2, 3 years before the pandemic, no? So I mean, it's high time. I need to go back, no? I need to go back. Yung nga lang it's finding the time, no? You get busy with other things. At saka ngayon, it's a bit of a pain actually traveling anywhere. It's your flights get canceled nga, tapos at saka mahal pa masahe, no? And of course, COVID is still out there, amongst other things. So it's, but maybe next year. Oh, next year, uwi tayo, Sonny. No?
Yeah, yeah,
Let's
next
have
year,
a,
hopefully,
yeah, uwi tayo next year.
mahirap kasi this year, pwede na, parang patapos na, no? So, we'll do it next year. Yes, yes, I'm looking forward kasi nakakamiss din. The last time I was there was in 2019. So, you can just imagine about 2 years, 3 years na, gano'n? 20, 21, 20, yeah,
Yeah.
3 years na. Oh, yeah. Oh, sino to? Attorney.
So, Mary
Ah,
Rose,
sorry.
Mary
May
Rose
sasabihin ka pa ba?
Fonda. Oh no, I was just gonna say, you went back during the pandemic or before the
No, no, no.
pandemic
I
ba?
went
Na hindi
there.
ka
No, no, no.
natsyempuhan?
Hindi. My birthday was, I celebrated my birthday July of 2019. And then, ang pandemic yata, January, February 2020, the following, so
Oh,
7, 8
you were
months
lucky.
after, di ba?
Yeah.
Na-celebrate pa, no? I was able to celebrate it with my kababata. So, instead of celebrating it with some celebrity friends, mga broadcaster friends, I decided to celebrate it with the people. Kamukha na sabi mo kanina, when, I don't know, when you were young and umuulan. So, these were the kids that I was playing with when I was young. So, yun, I decided to get hold of all my kababata friends na kalaro ko, neighbors, and see each other again after 50 years or plus years.
Wow.
So yeah, 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 yeah. It was
Astonishing.
wonderful. I was so gratified and fulfilled. Yeah, attorney, sino yan?
Oh, si Mary Rose Fonda. Hi,
Oh,
Mary
Mary
Rose.
Fonda.
Wonderful
Okay, Mary Rose.
evening.
Hi.
Yeah. Yeah. So yun nga.
Oh, yeah, Mary
Kumusta
Rose
ka, no?
Fonda. Yes,
Wonderful,
sige.
wonderful. So sabi niya, wonderful evening,
Yes.
Sir Sonia, Attorney Lira, and Direct Pao. Keep safe always. God bless. Where
Nasa
where are you
UK ka ba,
watching
Mary
from
Rose?
today?
Oo nga, yan,
Sabihin sa
tama,
amin.
no? O nasa Fonda, no? Okay. Sige, sino susunod sa atin? Yan.
Ah,
Sino yan?
Gigi. Si Gigi
Oh, Gigi.
Elamparo,
Elan
no?
parang.
Yeah, Gigi. Hi, Gigi. Yeah. Good
Oh.
evening, Attorney Lira and Kuya Sony. Happy Thursday sa lahat. God bless. God bless, Gigi. It's hopefully you're enjoying
Oh.
the. Well, I was gonna say yung init, but it's not really anymore, no?
Alam mo, love na love ka nito si Gigi Elamparo. You know why, attorney? We were doing a show on a Tuesday. She greeted us, but she was greeting you actually on a Tuesday,
Oh, Gigi. But thank you.
Oh,
Thank
siguro
you. Yeah.
naano lang niya. Oh, so nakakatuwa naman. Sabi niya, parang good evening, happy Tuesday, Attorney Lira yata ganun. It was Attorney Dana who was
Oh,
there, no? Oh, pero naano siguro. So, naalala ka niya. So, yeah. So, mabuhay. Oh, sino to? Attorney.
si Zena Reyes Bolena. Good
Bagong viewer
evening,
natin
Attorney
ito.
Lira. Ata, no? I love the photos,
Taga saan
actually.
siya?
Um, uh,
Yeah, oo.
so, hindi niya sinasabi. Good evening, Attorney Lira, Sir Sony. And Derek Pao, happy Thursday and stay safe. God bless us all. Yeah, God bless, Senny.
God
So,
bless.
where
Oo.
are you watching from? No?
Where are you
Where are you
watching
watching
from?
from
Tama,
naman?
yan ang tanong.
Yeah.
That is the question. Where are you watching from? No, mabuhay ka.
Oh,
Okay. Oh,
tignan mo
si Virginia, our
we
friend
have Miss
from
Elon. Yeah, si Virginia.
yeah, for the second biggest city in Sweden. Ano ba second? Stockholm is the first. Ano yung pangalawa? Gothenburg. Oh, Gothenburg.
Nandyan.
Yes, Gothenburg.
Gothenburg, yun na nga. Yeah. Yes, so si
Oh.
Virginia, no? Good
Yan pala,
evening,
sinasabi
Attorney
niya
Lira
pala.
and
Nandiyan pala, oh.
Sony. Yeah. Greetings from
Mm,
Gothenburg, Sweden. Nice to see your program, The Immigration Corner. Good luck and mabuhay. Mabuhay. Virginia. How's the
di,
weather there? Mainit ba last week also sa inyo?
di ba we associate or equate Scandinavia as parang a colder country compared to our country, di ba? Yung mga Sweden, Norway, kasi andyan ang mga Iceland, andyan ang Finland, di ba? So, Greenland,
Mm-hmm.
Denmark. I've been to some places in in Sweden, but I've never been to Gothenburg. I've been to, well, mostly Stockholm and ah, y- Norway pala isa na yung, yeah, Stockholm lang yata naikot ko sa, so far sa Sweden. But I love the people in Sweden, yung mga Pinoy, very friendly. I love
Yeah.
them. I have so many friends. Okay, go. Sige. Okay. Si Virginia. Virginia,
Oh,
mabuhay, ah. Sino to?
yeah, yun nga. Oh, the Librojo clan. Yeah, the
Ah,
Rudy, si Rudy,
Libro.
Rudy Libro.
Yes. Oh,
Yun
Rudy.
na nga, yeah. Yeah, happy Thursday, elegant and lovely. Attorney Lira and slim and legend. Sir Sonny and super, said
Ako,
Sir
grabe
Edgar,
naman
no?
talaga.
And lovely,
Mabuhay talaga.
lovely cum laude. Yun na nga. Direct
Oo.
Pola and all happy viewers, Team Librojo. Kamusta, Rudy? Hopefully
Galing,
you're
ah.
well, no? How is it in
Oo.
Northern Ireland siya, no? Di ba?
Yeah, Belfast
Ireland,
yan.
yeah?
Nasa Belfast, no?
Belfast.
Gusto ko isama sa bucket list
Yeah.
ka na madalaw lang. I've been to Northern Ireland, to Belfast, a million times, no? Hindi naman a million times. Mas napakaraming on numerous occasions. But I'd love to go back again
Hmm.
to the place and then have a drive either or bus ride or train ride from Belfast to Dublin. No? So, yeah.
You
Oh, mabuhay
should.
kayo dyan, ha?
You should.
Oo.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
tingnan
grabe
mo
naman
si
to. Daming
Edgar.
Edgar Duway, oh.
Right.
Mababasa mo
I
ba yan?
love, yeah. Yeah,
Oo,
absolutely.
sige.
Tingnan mo picture niya. I love the photo, the drawing, you know.
Yeah, very
Sophie
creative yan, si Edgar.
he's so artistic. I mean, the man is
Sino yan?
no ending in talent, no? So, sabi niya dito, Sophie at gmpdrivercare.co.uk. Bonnenuit, attorney Man United
Okay.
fan, Quinto, and the legendary sexy voice of media, Sonny LARAGAN, at sa mga taga-subaybay. Hi! Happy kaya gaya kay Ate Dana Day. Yeah. Mga barkada ko, peace. Huge congrats to Direct Pao, PPRP. Poninuit. Oh. Magandang gabi, attorney Astonishing Lear, and sexy golden voice of media, Sonny L. And to the lovely multi-medalist. That's true, multi-medalist, no? Cum laude, Bulacan. Pau,
Oh,
mga classmates.
7 medals yan.
She had so many medals. I mean, she could, it's astonishing, no? Walang
Oo.
na tagubaybay ng palatuntunan,
Oo.
itik ng my gosh, deep Tagalog to, no, Edgar? Karunungan,
Yes.
happy Thursday, and be ready, dagdag kaalaman night. Hello. Hi, Edgar. So it's, he's flexing his poetic, talents, si Edgar, no? He's, deep Tagalog.
Maganda karanasan ko dyan sa media, no? Broadcasting. I started out as an English. My first love was English newscasting. And I was eventually, by accident, got into a bit of reporting, Tagalog. Hindi ako marunong, so I had to do some Taglish, no? But that's the way they report, mga kaibigan, dito po sa ating kinalalagyan. Habang tinatahak
Oo.
natin ang kahabaan ng EDSA, ay ang mga ating inaantabayanan, parang ang lalim, no? Kanyari, sunog. Habang nilalaman ng apoy ay kaapat na palapag ng gusaling ganyan, at dumarating na ho ang kagawad ng pamatay sunog mula po sa it was fun then because you're playing. Para sa akin, I was playing my first taste of ang first taste ko ng pag-report ho ng Tagalog sa DZRH. Sikat sa Pilipinas yan, kauna-unahan sa Pilipinas, di ba? Sa DZRH. Kaya ako nag-report nung namatay si Ninoy, tapos nilibing, pampadagdag ng mobile patrol, sabi ni Ray Langit, yung tumakbo na senator, sabi niya, parang Sonny, agawin ka namin ng konti sa DZMB kasi I was with DZMB, I was newscasting and doing some editing, no? News editor. Sabi niya, pare, dagdag ka namin reporter. Ikaw ang mobile patrol. Kasi sa Pilipinas, mobile patrol ang tawag nila. Mobile patrol number 11. And that was, yung ginagawa ni Edgar ngayon, that was the kind of Tagalog that yung mga batikan, yung mga sanay na reporter, that was their language, their mode of, atin pong tawagan si, kunyari, si Chat Guillermo, Mobile Patrol number 1, Chat, magandang gabi sa'yo. Magandang gabi, parang Rayo. Sa mga sumandaling ito, they talk in a Tagalog that's so deep, no, na masyadong malalim. Oo, masyadong malalim. Kaya
Mm.
I had to, and I played around and I enjoyed it, no? Pero, those are parts of being a broadcasting, yung experience mo as a broadcaster. No? So it made you pretty well-rounded. Okay. Sino? May greetings pa tayo,
Mm.
direct? Sige, sige, go, go, go. Uy, ayan. Sino to?
Oh, si Sena ulit. Si Sena Reyes
Sumagot na kung
Bolena.
taga saan
Hi,
siya.
Attorney Lira. Yeah, my full name is Zenaida Bolena. Gusto ko sanang dalhan. Dalang kita ng mga gulay. Oh, tanim namin organic po. I mentioned you before. I hope you remember me and my husband. Yeah, watching from UK. I do, but I'm never really sure, not whether to acknowledge nga, people that I see, because sometimes nga, they don't want to be acknowledged. But yes, of course, Madam, I do remember you. Ang dadali mo, mga gulay. Ikaw naman, you're too generous, no? You're too generous. But
Wow.
thank you, no? It's no,
Wow, gulay.
I do like. No, I tell you, someone brought me some the last time, some dilis, no, no. Usually I get tuyo. Someone brought me some dilis, so it's still it's still in the fridge. So I'm going to fry it up over the weekend. Yung dilis.
Wow, wow. Pero teka muna, anong gulay yung organic niya? Anong klaseng gulay are you talking? Anong klaseng gulay? Are you talking of leaves
Yeah.
ba yan? Mga chard? Are you talking of baby rocket, spinach, or eggplants? Si Sol is
Yep.
planting eggplants. Nakakatuwa naman, no? Ganda ng mga eggplants niya.
Wow.
Oh, she was able to harvest chard, eggplant, hopefully soonish na, no? Nag-harvest na siya ng tomatoes dito sa UK. Ano pa ba mga, marami na
Wow.
siya na-harvest, which is good. And she's gonna plant, hopefully next year, ampalaya. So, anong organic yun?
Ang
But that's
palaya.
nice, no?
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, pero hindi, sinabi niya UK lang eh. Which part of the UK? Kasi malaki UK. When you say UK, you got 4 countries, ha? Para sa kaalaman ng mga hindi ho taga UK, 4 na bansa ho ang nagko-comprise ng UK. So, pagka Great Britain, 3 lang ho. Ayan, ha? So, Great Britain would be England, Wales, and Scotland. Yan ang Great Britain. Pero itong 3 ho na yan, puro mga bansa rin ho, individual yan. Ngayon, para maging United Kingdom mo, yung ika-4, Northern Ireland. Kaya United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Okay. Pero lahat ho na ito, individual countries ho ito. Pag nagpo-football, nag-rugby, naglalaban ho ng isa-isa yan. Ganun, nag-iiway. Kanya-kanyang bansa ho yan. Para lang
I,
maliwanagan. Di ba?
I,
Tama ba
I,
yan, Tony?
yeah, I can say to you, Miss Bolena is London, no? And Miss Bolena, kailangan natin mag-usap, okay? So,
Okay. Bolena.
Miss
Oh, Miss
London.
Bolena. Oh, London, ha?
Yeah.
Good, good, good. Okay. May mga questions tayo, pero mamaya na yung questions for immigration questions. At the end of the show, kasi after these greetings, we go into a topic. Teka muna, anong topic ang didiscuss mo nga pala? Ito yung topic na may didiscuss si attorney.
Yeah.
Ano yan? Pakibasa, attorney.
Immigration jargon explained, no? We do this,
Oh,
I think
wow.
we did this
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
last year, no? So,
Oo.
but of course, there are always new, new phrases, nga, new meanings even to old phrases. So, pag-usapan na
Good.
natin,
Yeah.
well, really, it's
Yes.
immigration jargon busted, no? So it's we're going to go through it. I'll explain nga the particularly confusing things, and so hopefully it'll
Sige.
be an interesting
That's inter
topic
that's
for
in That's interesting. Like you said, it's interesting. I would find it truly interesting. Okay, updating or something or getting to know again some terminology jargon, no, para malaman natin. Para sa ganun hindi tayo nalilito. Misa kasi ibang technical or legal or immigration term, no. So okay, we're gonna have a short break, and when we come back, itong mga jargon ho pag-uusapan natin. So, wag ko kayong alis, saglit po lamang.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon, serbisyong mapagkakatiwalaan, serbisyong maaasahan pagdating sa inyong mga padalang balikbayan boxes. Dito ka na sa Forex Cargo. Sa presyong kayang-kaya ng bulsa, sigurado ka pa sa inyong padala. Forex Cargo. Dahil kailangan makarating. Call 0208-813-7064. O ano pang inaantay niyo mga kabayan? Tayo na sa Forex Cargo.
100% all natural. Tasty. Healthy. Versatile. 4 unique flavors. Taste a real sauce. Galettos.
Mula sa kabisera ng Inglaterra, sa puso ng Britanya, London, UK. London, UK. Ito ang Channel Philippines Network, Pinoy Radio, UK. Pinoy Radio, UK. Sumasayang papawid, 24 oras. 24 oras. Buong linggo. Sa www.pinoyradiok.com. Ang mga pinakapaborito mga awitin, mga pinakaabangang programa, at mga sariwang balita at impormasyon mula at para sa mga kababayang Pilipino sa UK at sa buong mundo. Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK.
Okay, tuloy-tuloy ho tayo. Happy Thursday, no? Tuloy-tuloy tayo sa ating programa. Ito po ang Immigration Corner at ako po si Sonny Laragan. For those who have tuned in now for the first time and are watching us for the first time, no? Okay, well, once again, tawagan natin siyempre yung ating abogada, no? Dito, immigration expert, walang iba kundi si Attorney LIRA, SIMON-CABATBAT. Happy Thursday once again, Attorney.
Hi, Sonny. Happy Thursday to everyone. Happy Thursday po. Kamusta uli? Hope you're all doing well. By the way, Sonny, I like yung background mo, no? Ibang background mo ngayon.
Okay.
I love
pwede
your...
Dati nagpapahula ka ng mga... I love your... Hindi mo natapos yung sentence.
No, yung mga background mo.
Ito, mga pig yan. I'm collecting some pigs. I've got this wonderful pig here. I love this pig. It's... I don't know if you can see this pig. Ayan. Nakahang siya,
so
attorney. Nagduduyan siya. Yan, nagduduyan siya. Nagduduyan. Hanging pig. Hindi, kasi I was born in the year of the pig. And that's the reason why I'm collecting a lot of pigs. Meron akong 2 pig dito. Eto, pareho dito. 2. This is the 1 pig that I bought from, ang pangalan to, Flying Copenhagen. Do you know that shop? Meron Flying Copenhagen yata.
Yeah.
Diba? It's
yeah.
Yan, okay. So I bought this from Flying Copenhagen. I don't know if I bought this also from Flying Copenhagen. Meron ako rito nagsi-CR na oops. Nagsi-CR na pig. I don't know if you can see this. Oh, yan. Oh, yeah. Nagsi-CR. Yeah. Meron din ako pig na naguhugas ng kamay. Naguhugas ng kamay dito. Naguhugas, oh. Nakamask pa siya.
I love it.
Oo, naguhugas pa siya. Yeah. So, I love pigs. I'm trying to collect some pigs dahil nga I was born in the year of the pig. And I would appreciate yung kung makita kayong pigs na then give some yung mga viewers gusto niyo akong padala ng pigs. Nag-iipon ako ng pigs. No, this wooden pig that I bought in Lake District. Have you been to the Lake District, attorney? Ayan, no.
Yeah.
Lake District. This is a wooden pig, no. So I bought it sa Ito collection ko. I love collecting, Ito namang maliliit na mga baboy na to. I bought this at Cornwall when we were there. So by chance, I think it was a Saturday or a Sunday, and we saw while driving, joyriding, nakakita kami ng car boot sale, and then we joined in, and then nakabili ako ng mga baboy din. So, ganun. So, enjoy ako sa looking for baboy. Ayan. Okay. So, attorney, let's go now into the jargon. Let's go into the jargon.
Okay.
Sige. Go. Sige.
Okay. So, ito pong topic nga natin, immigration jargon explained, no? It's a common, there are common questions I get asked quite a bit. Dahil nga, most of the time, especially mga solicitor, barristers nga, we make, there's certain assumptions we make, and sometimes yung usapan nga natin, it's full of jargon, especially nga home office letters home office letters, also, kailangan pumunta sa korte, anything like that, it can be quite overwhelming, no? So let's look at some of the common phrases nga, no? So ilista ko nga yun, and if afterwards there are some phrases that you want me to explain, email us. So unang-una, coming to the United Kingdom, okay? If you're coming to the UK, one of the first phrase you may come across nga is yung entry clearance. So often it's called entry clearance or entry clearance visa. They're exactly the same. So ibig sabihin po, visa, no? So yun ang kailangan nyo, entry clearance, yun ang visa ang bibigay sa inyo kung papasok kayo sa UK. Kung nandito na kayo, then it's not called an entry clearance visa because you're no longer entering the UK. It's an extension, no? Extension of leave to remain. So dito, i-renew yung visa nyo. Kung nasa Pilipinas kayo, kung saan man, then you're entering the United Kingdom. So entry clearance visa, entry visa, it's exactly the same thing, visa po yun, no? Pagpapasok nga kayo dito. Now, time limits, no? Time limits can mean quite a lot of things actually. So, time limits po to do with, say, mainly to do with appeals, for example, no? O kaya judicial review, and I'll deal with those shortly. So, appeal time limits normally mean 14 days kung nandito kayo, 28 days kung nasa labas nga kayo, you want to make to appeal. Yung time limits normally also include the weekends, no? So when they say time limits, they mean the time na deadline nyo. So pay attention to time limits because if you miss it, it could be na hindi na kayo pwedeng mag-appeal. So yun yung ibig sabihin mo ng time limits. Now, this is overstaying or overstayers, yeah? So, kung meron kayong visa nga dati, sabihin natin pumasok kayo dito, visit visa nga kayo, tapos paso na yung visa nyo. Pagka napaso na yung visa nyo, ang tawag nga, you often referred to as an overstayer. Sometimes, ang tawag nga sa atin, no, TNT, tago ng tago, no? Iba po yung overstayer sa illegal entrant, okay? Often people use, the intermix, pero iba nga yung illegal entrant. Illegal entrant, kung wala kayong visa nung pumasok kayo dito. So, sabihin natin, dumating nga kayo as, you didn't have a visa, you came via boat, wala nga kayong visa. Then, you entered the United Kingdom without a visa. So, ibig sabihin, illegal entry nga kayo. The practical consequence of those is pretty much the same nga dahil of course ayaw nga ng home office kung overstayer kayo o illegal entry. But between the two, I would say mas masama nga kung illegal entry kayo rather than an overstayer. But the difference, as I say, is overstayer, may visa kayo, paso na nga lang. Illegal entry, wala kayong visa nung dumating nga kayo dito. Now, visitor visa, it can be surprisingly confusing nga, no? So visitor visa po, ibig sabihin, punta nga kayo dito just to visit the UK, hindi nga kayo magtatrabaho. But visit visa po is the same as tourist visa, no? Yung nga lang, be careful that visit visa can include also marriage visit visa, for example, o kaya medical visit visa, no? So, may ibang klase. But visit visa, generally, hindi kayo pwede magtrabaho nga dito. At saka yung papasyal nga lang kayo. So, that's usually what it means. But yung nga, may mga ibang klase din within the category of visit visas. Now, tier 2, no? Not tier 2, tier 4, no? Tier 4, the same as student visas. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, papasok nga kayo dito, mag-aaral nga kayo dito. And of course, may mga ibang klaseng student visa. But that's essentially what it means. So, kung sabi na sa, are you going to get a tier 4 visa? Ibig sabihin nila yung student visa. No? Work visas. Now, that causes quite a lot of confusion. Well, hindi naman laging nagbabago, pero there've been different changes to terminology. So, work visa po is the same as in the not too long ago yung tier 2, no? Tier 2, it's the same as ngayon na, ang tawag is skilled worker route. Yun, pinag-usapan nga natin where you have to accumulate nga certain points to be able to enter the United Kingdom to be able to work in the UK. Okay? But that's all the same. So work visa, ibig sabihin papasok nga kayo dito to work. So when they make reference to Tier 2, that was the old version of skilled worker route. Otherwise, skilled worker route is the main source of entering to the UK in order to work. No? Now, the other type of commonly used phrase is family visa. No, pagka sinabing tao sa inyo, magpapasok ba kayo for family visa? That's a general term po for when you're joining a family member in the United Kingdom. So, but it can mean sabihin kung asawa nyo. So it would be a spouse visa. That's still a family visa. Kung anak nyo nga lang, no? So children visas, children enter clearance visa. It's also called, it's also termed family visa. So, so yung pamilya yung dadating nga dito, the general terminology is family visa. Now, within that, yung nga, you would have spouse visa, for example. Pagka yung, they make reference to spouse as partner, it's one of the same. No? Yung nga lang, partner visa can also mean na hindi kayo kasal. No? So spouse usually means kasal kayo, and partner can mean kasal kayo, but also kung hindi nga kayo kasal. More commonly, it's called the unmarried, if you add the unmarried partner route. No? With unmarried partner route, kailangan yung pakita that you've been living together in a relationship, ang tawag nga nila akin to marriage, or like a marriage of 2 years. But yung nga, so when they say family visa, they can mean immediate family, but partner visa is exactly is the same as spouse visa nga, but a spouse visa is not exactly the same as a partner visa. The main difference is kung kasal nga kayo hindi. Now, fiancé visa means, of course, hindi nga kayo kasal pa, and then you entering the United Kingdom in order to marry. Pero iba po yun sa marriage visit visa. No? Marriage visit visa, ibig sabihin, kakasal kayo, uuwi kayo, sabi natin sa atin, tapos babalik nga kayo once as a spouse, for example. Now, then more crucially, no, appeal time limits. Huh? Appeal time limits mean exactly that. Yung nga, dapat kanina, 14 days or 28 days from your out of the United Kingdom. So, basic sabihin natin, nagpasok kayo ng application, your application was refused. Now, and you want to challenge that refusal, no? So, in order to do that, if you have a right of appeal, then yung gagawin nyo, you appeal. And you have to do so within a time scale, not 14 days or 28 days, depending if you're in the United Kingdom or outside the United Kingdom. Pero iba po yun sa judicial review. Okay? Now, and the two are quite different processes. Different also, apart from different processes, also different time limits. So judicial review is, again, a legal challenge against the Home Office's decision to refuse, for example. Pero you're challenging a different thing. So it's not so much whether the decision is right or wrong, which is what you're challenging if you're appealing, but it's more whether they applied the correct process. So yung kailangan nilang tignan nga in order to reach the decision that they have, tama ba? No? But judicial review can also be used, sabihin natin, where you have where the Home Office have not carried out their powers properly. And at the moment, I have a lot of cases where there's been considerable delay. No? Ang bagal, pagka mabagal sila and it exceeds and it's beyond say the reasonable time to wait, which will depend on anong klase nga ng application nyo, and you can potentially challenge by way of judicial review. So basically, sasabihin nyo sa korte, Home Office has not properly carried out their duty. So it's not so much kung mali o tama yung decision nga nila, but it's that they have not properly exercised their duty. So that's called judicial review. And for judicial review, yung nga iba pong proseso, no? And for judicial review, the time limit is a bit better depending on the type of decision you're judicially reviewing. But it can be as much as say 3 months from the date of the decision. Whereas yung nga, for an appeal, you're looking at either 14 days or indeed 28 days, no? But it's a completely different process, and don't get the two mixed up, because obviously it can be quite crucial to know nga the difference. Now, more basic po is IHS, no? Ako nga, I must say, I do this all the time. Sinasabi ko sa mga kliyente, kailangan nyo magbayad ng IHS without really explaining anong ibig sabihin ng IHS. Immigration Health Surcharge pong ang ibig sabihin ng IHS. Yun ang contribution nyo to the NHS, basically. Most applications, apart from if you're making an application now for indefinite leave to remain for settlement, most applications will require an IHS payment, Immigration Health Surcharge payment. And that's they calculate it according to how many years you're applying for. So sabihin natin, magpapasok yung application as a spouse, no? And you would be asking for 2.5 years. So they will calculate it. It's approximately £600 per year. So it calculates to about £1,560 for 2.5 years. Yun ang kailangan yung bayaran. Pero iba po yun to say the home office fee. And oftentimes, and I've come across this quite a lot, people assume na pag nagbayad na sila ng IHS, yung nga ang home office fee. Iba po yun, no? So, yung home office fee, yung nga mismong bayad nyo sa home office. And that depends, the amount will depend on the type of applications you're submitting. So again, sabihin natin, spouse visa application papasok nyo. The spouse visa fee, at least at the moment po, is £1,052, 20p. So, that's the home office fee. Pero on top of that, kung extension nga lang kukunin nyo, kailangan nyo magbayad ng panibago pang IHS, and that, as I say, is about £1,560. So, ang total na kailangan nyo bayad, kung mag-extend kayo ng visa dito as a spouse, is slightly shy of 2,600. But you need to pay both, no? So, if you pay the home office fee, but then don't pay the IHS, they will refuse or they will reject your application, no? Dahil hindi nyo binayaran yung buo. And you obviously if you pay the IHS, which actually you can't, the system will not usually allow you to pay the IHS without paying the home office fee. But some people, as I say, they forget the IHS, but in fact they pay the home office fee. But those two are quite separate fees, no? So kung nag-iipon nga kayo, make sure you have money enough for both, no? So IHS. Now, pagka nagpapasok yung application, also confusing or can be confusing is the type of form na kailangan ipapasok nyo. So I've had people say to me, yung application nila is an FLRO, no? But it just means FLR just means further leave to remain. So yung nga lang ang pangalan ng form. So it doesn't necessarily mean that yung nga ang klase ng application. Yung klase ng application, that should be you should explain that in the legal representation. So the most common form is this FLRO, for example, it's the general form. There's for families, for marriage applications, you're coming in, you're extending as a spouse, then it's usually called an FLRM, no? So further leave to remain, marriage, so hence FLRM. Now, another abbreviation that people often come across ay tawag ILR, no? ILR is great. Ibig sabihin, indefinite leave to remain. So that's the same as settlement status. It's the same as permanent residence, no? So ibig sabihin, wala kang time limit dito. Although, beware, ang BRP, yung card, actually that's something else, BRP, no? BRP, Biometric Residence Permit. Yung card nga, ang itsura para bang maliit nga lang, no? Parang itsura like the driver's license, yung panibagong driver's license, ganoon. Nandun yung picture nyo, nandun nga yung visa nyo, no? Kailan matatapos. So it's yung nga, ILR is indefinite leave to remain ang ibig sabihin. So no time limit anymore, but yung BRP bibigay sa inyo, yung card nga na nandun nakatatak yung indefinite nyo, yung settlement status nyo, sabi nga doon indefinite leave to remain. Mag-expire, matatapos po yung card mismo, put up to 10 years. Usually, it's only granted yung card nga lang. Pero hindi ibig sabihin na matatapos nga din yung indefinite leave nyo. So, yung nga lang, matatapos yung, papaso nga yung card. No? It's a bit like yung passports natin, no? So, yung passports natin, okay, 10 years na nga ngayon din, no? So, kahit matapos na ang passport natin, yung Filipino passport natin, hindi naman ibig sabihin hindi na tayo Filipino. You still have the indefinite leave to remain. So, it's much the same. Yung nga lang yung card mapapaso na o paso na. Importante po yung card, ha? Kung wala kung yung visa nyo nakatatak pa nga rin sa passport nyo, ang payo ko, especially kung lalabas nga kayo, mag-holiday nga kayo, importante po kumuha kayo ng BRP yung card, no? Dahil you'll find that most airlines gusto nang makita yung BRP. It doesn't mean na wala nga kayong visa. And really, if they check properly with the Home Office, you should be able to come into the UK. Yung nga lang, unfortunately, a lot of airlines don't bother checking, don't want to also check, no? So often, it's safer just to make sure nga meron kayong BRP. So kung hindi pa kayo nakakuha yung visa nyo, kung nandun pa nakatatak sa passport nyo, it's a good idea to get the BRP, yung Biometric Residence Permit, to show your ILR, no? Your indefinite leave to remain. Now, by the same token, there's something called limited leave to remain. It means exactly that, no? Meron kayong deadline. So, kung spouse visa nga ang visa nyo nga dito, usually your limited leave to remain expires within 2.5 years. Pero nandun po sa card nyo yun, no? O sa passport nyo. So, yung expiry ng visa nyo, it should show on the right-hand side nga of the BRP. Now, if you have that now indefinite leave to remain, sabihin natin, matagal na nga din kayo dito, gusto yung makakuha ng British passport, you have to go through the process before getting British passport. So, just to sabihin natin, spouse visa kayo, dumating nga kayo dito, you got an extension. So, you have a further leave to remain in the UK, or limited leave to remain in the UK. Tapos, na kumpleto niya yung 5 years, nakakuha kayo ng indefinite leave to remain. So, nakakuha kayo ng panibagong BRP, the Biometric Residence Permit, no? Tapos, gusto niyo maging British. The next stage po is what's called naturalization, no? Iba po yun sa British passport. The naturalization is the stage in between the indefinite leave to remain and the British passport. So, basically, kailangan yung pakita to become naturalized that you've been living in the United Kingdom, usually minimum of 5 years. Sometimes it's different depending on kung anong visa nyo nga dati. But usually it's 5 years leave to remain in the UK. The last 12 months without any time limit, yung indefinite nga. And then if you can show that, and you've not been absent for too long, then you would get what's called naturalized. It's what happens nga pagka nag-oath-taking mga tao, no? I've only been to one ceremony where there was a oath-taking. It looked quite good fun. Well, it was actually quite good fun. And I think, you can invite also, friends and family, but I think there's a limit now of 2 for visitors nga. So, if you went if you become naturalized, you have to do this, the final thing is really this oath-taking. And at the ceremony, or rather after the ceremony, ibibigay sa inyo yung certificate nyo. No? Yun ang kailangan yung pakita to then apply for British passport, which is obviously confirmation na British nga kayo. But you are British from the date that you get that certificate. No? So if you're completing any forms, wala pa nga kayong British passport, meron na kayong certificate, at that point, British na kayo. No? Whenever you get the passport, it's neither here nor there. Upon completion of the ceremony, the oath taking following a naturalization application, British na kayo at that point, no? Now, separately from that, of course, the British passport application, no? And it's exactly that. It's a British passport application. Beware po, at the moment, they're taking so long to deal with British passport applications. So kung meron kayong balak nga na uuwi, kailangan yung panibagong passport, sabihin natin for Christmas time, December, do it as soon as possible, the British passport application. Also beware, kung una nga, this is your first British passport, it's likely that the Home Office will want to interview you. And that is usually done remotely na nga, no? So you can, you will see them, they will see you, but it's a remote meeting, kailangan pumunta nga doon sa opisina na. But, so when you apply for a British passport, of course, you'll get your hopefully you'll get your British passport and then you can travel with that. And so, it's all, look, there's so many, there's only really a small amount, a small amount of legal jargon, legal words nga that's used. Pero importante po na alam yung ibig sabihin. It's and if you're not sure, ask me, okay? And or look it up if you can't ask me. It's important you understand fully what it means.
Okay, ayan, no. At least quite confusing yung work visa, no? Na from work visa it's naging tier 2 and then now currently it's called a skilled worker route, no. You mentioned about this entry clearance, the visa, and you explained the overstayer. Pero attorney, yung illegal entry, ano instances niya? Ano ba example? How can somebody be illegally? How can somebody illegally enter? Ano example niya, attorney?
So yung mga balita nga ngayon, no, those people coming in by boat.
By
no?
boats. Oh, yan, okay.
By boats, by lorries nga, but mainly, the main.
Yeah, so yan.
They would be illegal entrance. Dahil wala nga silang permission, no? Wala silang permission pumasok nga dito. So they're entering the UK without a visa. That's the main difference between the two.
Itong IHS, it's quite alien to me now. I get to hear this all the time na pinag-uusapan natin. But from when I had my permanent residency or illegal, indefinite leave to ILR, and then eventually yung naturalization, the ceremony, the swearing, no, oath taking, and then yung application ng wala akong na-encounter na IHS. Kailan ba nangyari itong mga magbabayad? Was this born out of the need to support the NHS? Ano mga yan? Parang get some funding?
Yeah, I mean,
Kailan nangyari ito?
Yes, yung probably
The immigration health searchers.
No, yeah, 10 years ago,
really?
I think it was introduced. Yeah, and it didn't used to be as much as that. It used to be about £400 per year. So so it went up by quite a bit, obviously. 1,560 rather than approximately £1,000. No, and yeah, they introduced it as a contribution to the NHS nga, because pagka may visa ka na dito, so sabihin natin kahit limited visa ka, spouse visa, pwede mong gamitin yung NHS, no? So it's your contribution to the NHS, which when you think about it, it's not actually, it's quite reasonable. Dahil kung sabihin natin dumating ka dito, spouse visa ka, tapos nabuntis ka, no? And you give birth in the United Kingdom, which obviously is a happy event. Yung nga lang, and you go to the hospital, no? Sabihin natin you had to have a C-section. I will bet you, the money that you would have to spend kung private nga yun will be well over 1,560. Probably add another zero really there, over £10,000. So it's actually, in the scheme of things, quite a reasonable amount. But yeah, it was siguro mga 10 years ago.
Because I remember nurses were arriving late 90s, early 2000. And during those times, yung early years, ng pagdagsa ng mga nurses, they were on a work visa, work permit, work whatever, and they were entitled to everything. NHS, lahat, yung kids nila, they can go to school, walang bayad, no? So, yeah, that's something that's medyo hindi ko na, parang nanibago ako because well, siguro I wasn't affected by that anymore, no? Pero, yun nga, yung mga spouses, mga nung panahon, early ano pa, is libre yun, di ba? Spouses, anak, ganon sa
Yeah,
NHS. And then this came about na, yung IHS, no? Attorney, teka muna.
yeah.
May mga questions
And
tayo. Diretso
actually,
na tayo sa question. No, sorry, go ahead. You
sure.
wanted to add something. Go ahead.
Just on that, healthcare workers are actually exempt from the IHS.
Oh, really?
That was introduced. Yeah, yeah, and their family.
Up to now? Up to now?
So, up to now. And so,
Okay. So at least, yeah.
so it was actually a campaign that was that started nga in during the COVID pandemic, during the pandemic, no? So sabi nga mga tao, the campaigners, well, why are you charging? Say nurses nga, doctors, foreign doctors, foreign nurses, when they are working flat out, no? To ensure that we cope now with COVID. And so they were,
okay.
so that was then introduced, and it's just continued now, which is, I think, fair enough.
Fair enough. Okay. Kapag non-medical, non-whatever, non-nursing, non-something, yan, applicable tong IHS to anybody. Sabagay, ang
Absolutely.
mga nandito naman, hindi lang Pilipino, all nationalities. So, those who are non-nursing, non-medical, covered. So, they have to pay the IHS. Attorney, may question tayo rito from our viewer ba, direct? Or from, sige, let's put in some questions here. Okay, yan.
Okay.
Kanina yan?
Galing
Kanina
po kay
galing, attorney?
Irene. Irene Habanillo.
Okay.
No? So,
Okay, sige,
sabi
let's go,
po niya,
attorney.
good evening po, Attorney and Sir Sonny. Kung ang application for family visa ay na-apply na, maaari pa po bang ihabol ang bayad para sa super priority? Thank you po. Yeah, you can change. There's you can, no, is the quick answer. Pero most, well, actually it depends, of course, where you are. So for example, a lot of the priority service, no. So for example, today I was just considering it in the US, for example, the priority service are suspended at the moment, Irene. So check that it's even available nga, no? But yeah, you can change it over. Pwede mo pang ihabol. You just need to pay the difference, but you can. If you can't find it on the website, email me, no? Wait for my email nga later on. I'll send you the link.
Oo.
So you can.
Would you, ballpark, magkano yan? Or roughly, would you have any idea magkano yung mga ganyan? Priority?
800.
Okay. 800 yung priority na. Yung original?
Yeah, so
Magkano mga?
so kung if for the priority, you then first sabihin natin spouse visa, no? Spouse visa is 1,052.20p, tapos 1,560 pounds IHS, and then an additional 800 pounds for the priority. Now, so you're looking at obviously 3,000, 2,600, slightly short of 4,000 pounds. It's quite a bit. The priority service, 800.
Pero
mas
ang
mabilis.
priority, gaano kabilis? I mean, is talagang matutuwa ka naman. You're paying the extra is more or less parang worth it. Ganun ba?
Yeah, well,
O
at the
baka
moment,
mamaya
the priorities.
Hindi, kasi sa EasyJet kasi, kukuha ka ng priority, EasyJet lang. Medyo nag-digress lang ako. EasyJet, bibili ka ng priority line or priority lane. Pero wala namang pinagkaiba. Halos, I mean, parang dikit lang no? Baka mamaya, o kaya, baka mamaya ang advantage lang yan isang linggo lang, parang, di ba? But anyway, I have no idea. I'm just curious because we're talking of priority po, pwede pala, no? Sa family visa. So, ayan.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
anong next? Yes.
It's worth it, no? Yung priority, especially nga ngayon. Unang-una, ay ingat ka nga lang, no? Dahil the priority service, you only use it kung talagang alam mo na straightforward nga yung application, no? So, kung merong, if anything is outside the box, then it's probably not worth paying the extra 800 pounds. But otherwise, it's worth it. Dahil ang bagal nga nila ngayon, especially kung nagmamadali nga kayo, kung kailangan nyo magbiyahe, meron kayong holiday plans
Ayan,
nga,
oh, yan.
then it's worth
That's,
paying. Because rather than taking a month,
yep.
rather than taking, say, 3 months or indeed 6 months, it may only take a month or maybe 2 months. So if you can,
Yeah,
do it.
okay. All right. Do it. Tama. Lalo kung meron kang planong umuwi or biyahe, no? So that's really crucial. Okay. Pasok nga tayo. Question, direct. Ayan. Okay, Irene uli. May another, ano yan?
Okay.
Another question.
Okay.
Sige,
Yeah.
attorney.
Hi, Irene. Ulit. So, another question. Po, mas maganda po bang hintayin ang 3 months before expiration ng visa bago mag-apply o pwede na pong mag-apply ulit after a year? Nasa 10-year route po ako at 2.5 years lang ang binigay nila sa akin. Iisip ko po, si Irene na po ito, isang taon, ano sabi niya? Na ito, isang taon na rin po kasing mahigit. So, Irene, but there's no point applying too early, no? Dahil kung 10-year route ka, no, kailangan mo pakita na 10 taon ka na dito bago ka makakakuha ng indefinite leave to remain, no? So, if you stick with the 2.5 years, so ibig sabihin 2.5 years, 4 na beses mo lang kailangan magpasok na application. So, 2.5 times 4, obviously, is 10 years nga. Kung aagahan mo yung application mo, unang-una, they will reject it. But even if they give it to you, di ibig sabihin, bibigay nga lang visa sa'yo, it's 2.5 years ulit. So, kulang ka. So, it means, rather than applying 4 times, it could be na kailangan mo magpasok ng application 5 times. So, why pay another application fee? No? And anyway, they will reject it. Okay? So, kung magpasok ka ng application and hindi pa matatapos ang visa mo, actually, the guidance says you should submit an application no earlier than 28 days prior to the expiration of leave to remain. Hindi po yung 3 months. It's 28 days is what they recommend. They don't like it when it's too early. If it's too early nga, they will reject it. But they won't give you back your money. Okay? Okay. They'll give back the IHS, but hindi yung home office fee. They will keep the home office fee. So, there's no practical reason to do it.
So, not later than 28. So, 28 days or lower. Ganyan. So, that's what it means. Or before.
Yeah.
Okay. Or 28 days or below. Parang ganyan. Okay. Sige. May question yata pa rin tayo, no? Sa ating viewer, ano ang pangalan ito? Oh, si John Tiso ang pangalan niya. Yan. Sige.
Oh, okay. Hi, John. So, sir, pwede mo po magtanong kung pwede na makapunta ng UK ang 20 years old na anak ng citizen sa UK. Thank you po, John Tiso.
Hindi, no?
So,
Hindi po.
John, yeah. So, kung ang anak mo nga, yun, sabi mo, kung anak mo, 20 anyos na nga siya, gusto niya pumasok dito. Unfortunately, dahil over 18 na nga yung bata, dito ang trato sa kanya adult na siya, no? So ibig sabihin, kung mapasok nga siya dito, ang bisang papasok nyo, it would have to be the adult dependent route. Ang hirap po ng adult dependent route. Kung yung anak mo wala siyang mga okay naman siya, no, he's healthy, walang diferensya, nag-aaral siya sa atin, magandang buhay doon, the chances of him getting an adult dependent visa is very small, no? So unfortunately, be careful, no? Dahil kung magpasok ka ng application on that basis, the adult dependent route, tapos ma-refuse yung bata, ibig sabihin, next time magpapasok yung application, so sabihin natin gusto niya pumasok, bisitahin ka nga lang, visit visa, makikita nila yung luma niyang application. So it could be that they refuse it and hindi sila naniniwala na babalik pa yung bata sa atin.
Okay. Attorney, ano ba, meron kasi mga scenarios na, di ba, parang, sana na-i-apply niya bago nag-18, parang ganun, di ba? Pero ang situation siguro ng mother or father that time is, siguro alanganin pa. Ano pa bang, for example, meron di bang mga style dito, yung tataka sa amo? Tapos, and then they claim that there are, yung ano ba, human trafficking, o basta yung, somehow, I've heard of so many successful cases wherein they got out of their mga amo na who traveled here from mga Middle Eastern bosses nila, and then who came over for holidays, and then nakataka sila. And then yun nga, ang claim nila is they, anong tawag dito, na, na maltrato sila, ganyan, no? Anong mga ina-applyan ng mga ganyan normally?
Yeah,
Anong
those
ina-applyan?
applications nga are made.
Yeah,
So it's
tawag
yeah.
dito.
So it's human trafficking basically, no. Tapos ang application is made under the anti-slavery, no, route. So no, I mean it's what sometimes happens nga is kasama nga nila dito yung sinasamahan nila yung employer, tapos nandito na nga sila, minamaltrato nga dito, and then they leave as a result of that, no. So it's it's human trafficking. It's an application under the under the anti-slavery provisions. So that's also a posibilidad nga yun.
Gaano katagal yan? Gaano katagal yan? So, for example, if that becomes the rule, for example, talaga namang tinatraffic, talagang minamaltrato, at talagang right naman, and it was a nice opportunity na nakatakas. With that, so nag-apply, say, how long, anong mga scenarios na, ano yan? Paano? So mag-apply sa home office ng through a probably immigration lawyer or solicitor, mag-a-apply yan. Realistically, ilang years, how does the stay become legal ba? How do you call it the stay? Parang, yung legal. Because I'm trying to tie this in with,
Yeah.
may anak kunyari, si Aling Petra, na tumakas kay kung sino man yung kanyang amo na probably Muslim, na from the Middle East, na mayaman, na nandito, and then tumakas siya and thinking na, mag-apply na, and then yung kanyang regularization or natural, or whatever it is, parang, kunyari, mag-18 na yung anak niya eh. Siyempre, di ba, they think of, I can get eventually my kids, I can eventually. So, sa ganitong cases, yung ganong scenario, meron naman mga successful, di ba? And how long did it take them? Normally,
Yeah.
ano
So,
bang reality niyan?
Yeah. So what would normally happen nga is if you make an application under the anti-slavery route nga, you are you get a limited visa yung unang-una. Tapos it goes for consideration if there's evidence nga that you were indeed trafficked into the United Kingdom. And if you're successful nga with that, then ang visa usually nabibigay sa'yo is 2 years, no? And then before the 2 years is up, titingnan na nga nila uli if there are circumstances that should warrant extension of that visa, no? But because yung ang unang-una, it's a temporary visa nga, you can't bring children in on that basis. The temporary nga lang visa mo, no? It's not it's pending consideration of whether or not indeed you were trafficked in the UK, no? So it's not really, if you like, it's not really a fix kung mag-18 na nga yung bata o lagpas na nga. So it's usually yung mga the issue of 18 or 20, in this case nga 20, it happens if matagal na yung magulang nga dito, tapos eventually got a visa and then is applying to bring the child into the UK. Yung nga lang, unfortunately, lagpas na ng 18. So, or sometimes under the spousal route nga din, no? But it's rare that I come across nga someone who is, nandito nga as initially domestic visa, tapos made an application under the anti-slavery, and pursuant to that nga, made an application for a child to join them in the United Kingdom. But yung nga lang, until they actually get a visa, no? Then they won't. The child will not be able to come in on that basis.
So yun ang problema, no? The only hope na lang is those children, kung may children pa na below 18, at the time na medyo na-regularize na yung kanilang papel, and then that's the time, no? Pero yung mga lagpas na ng 18, parang sorry na lang, di ba? That's the reality. Wala tayong magagawa. Paso na. And like you said, the only way is adult dependent, which is kind of difficult. Parang suntok sa buwan yan eh. Parang it's so difficult, di ba? It's, yun ang napakahirap.
Yan na nga.
Okay, well, ayan, at least, yeah, yung mga questions. Kung meron ho kayong gustong maitanong pa kay attorney, no, paano, ano, how do they get in touch with you, attorney? Para ano, bago tayo magpaalam. Plus, we will have to show. Ito,
Sure.
si Watson, mga kaibigan, pakita na natin si Watson nga. Ano ba, update natin kay Watson, attorney? Ay, yeah. O, ano, tutulog na naman. O, ano nangyari sa ang cute naman yan. Ano ba, natutulog ba yan? Nagbi-beautiful eyes?
Oh,
Ano yan?
yeah. Yeah.
Di ba yung
You
mga
can
bata?
ask him to,
Beautiful eyes, beautiful eyes.
beautiful eyes. Yun nga, tama ka, beautiful eyes, no? Yeah, so look, tumatanda na siya, no? He's 56 in human years, si Watson. So he's
Oh,
8
really?
eight and a
Okay.
half years old na nga. Like me, no? Whereas before, hindi ako laging ngayon, lagi akong inaantok, no? I think my age, no? I get tired more easily. So he's probably asleep for, I don't know, 20 hours of the day. Well, for 20 hours of the day, he's either asleep or he's eating. So he's only really awake probably 4 hours of
Wow,
the day.
wow, wow, wow. Okay, okay. So sometimes gising yan sa gabi.
Yeah. No. Gising siya
Oh, 20 hours siyang
usually sa
gising.
gabi.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think, sorry,
4 hours of gising.
sorry. 20 hours ang tulog niya. Ang tulog niya, more or less, ganyan.
Yeah.
Ayun, no, tama. Oh, wow, cute naman yan, no? Kasi, kita mo, yung ilong niya, ah, laki ng ilong niya, no? I like his nose. Beautiful, cute naman. Oh, well, bless him, man. Bless Watson. No? So, yeah. Oh, nakakatuwa naman. Ayan. Yes, sabi mo, 56 years old siya ngayon in human years, di ba? Yung mga mice yata, ganyan, siguro mga 3 years old, para kaedad na ni Watson ng mice, pag ano yata. So, ganun din yata, you know, 1.5 years, 2 years, so, di ba? So, ayan. Okay, so, we'll magpapaalam tayo, attorney, pero, syempre, baka
Wow,
meron ka
yeah.
pag gusto idagdag sa baka may nakalimutan ka, you want to add on, or, to let them know, so, kunyari, yung mga terminologies, and they wanted to, gusto pang i-check nila because nako ang dami nating tier 4 student visa, family visa, may spouse visa, meron pa lang ano no nalaman natin na of course yung medical marriage visa, medical ganyan no visa or judicial review appeal time no okay so marami ho tayong nalaman no today mga FLR may FLR-M may ganun pa no yung mga further leave to remain. Oo, so yung mga BRP, akala nyo, barko ng Pilipinas yan, hindi ho yan. Dahil kasi BRP tayo sa Pilipinas, di ba? Barko ng Republika ng Pilipinas or something like that. No? Pero ito, BRP, Biometric Residence Permit. Okay, attorney, how to contact you in case they have some questions and how do they do it? No? Go.
Okay, so kung gusto niyo po akong kontakin, ang email address ko po ito, kabatbat@douglas2s ha, tapos _simon.com. Telephone number po namin, 0203-375-0555. But frankly, it's easier to contact me by email. Kung mag-email po kayo sa akin, pwede bang lagay niyo po sa subject, no? Immigration corner. Dahil most of the time, I open it outside office hours, no? Tapos, and then if kung hindi ko kabisadong email nyo, I never find it again. So, but if you put in immigration corner, that means if I do a search, makikita ko. So, if I didn't manage to make, to deal with yung mga questions niyo po, feel free to email me, no? Lagay nyo nga lang immigration corner and I'll try and do my best to reply nga. But as usual, thank you for joining us. I say this most of the time, it's a humbling experience. I'm so grateful nga, and thank you for continuing to watch and keeping us company, which is wonderful.
Yes. So, we look forward to seeing each other again, attorney, and seeing them again, di ba? Parang, ano kaya ang pag-uusapan, ano kaya i-discuss naman ni attorney for next week, no? And it becomes it's a learning experience that you look forward to because ano kaya i-discuss? Ano kaya yung pag-uusapan? And somehow, with questions coming from our viewers, nakaka-educate din yan, di ba? So, di ba? So, yeah. Dito ho, wag ho kayo mahiya. Anything that you have to itanong, be it, you might think it's trivial, pero malay nyo ho, to you it's trivial, to somebody else it's importante win or it's added knowledge. So we really appreciate and we look forward to seeing you guys. So yeah, and please pass on this thing to our friends, no? Because let more people know na meron tayong Thursday. I miss si Edgardo ngayon, no? Baka busy sa kanyang work na baka nag-work at the office siya ngayon or something, no? Overtime. But yeah, it's a Thursday for knowledge of immigration matters dito sa Immigration Corner. So, sa ngalan ho ni Attorney Lira Simon-CABATBAT, no? Sa ngalan din ng ating director na cum laude, 7 medalya, no? Out cum laude plus
Wow.
6 other medals, awards, yes. Leadership awards at kung ano-ano mga awards yan, mga ano, no? Yeah, sa ngalan ho ni Paula Patricia Perez. Ito po si Sonny LARAGAN nagsasabing thank you very much so sa inyong walang sawang pagsubaybay sa Immigration Corner every Thursday evening. So we'll do it again next Thursday. So till then, take care, God bless, and good night. Bye.